everyone, welcome to Forbes Flash. Thanks for joining us, and let's get started. The years-long rivalry between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo exists off the field as well, especially when it comes to earnings. The two have been soccer's highest-paid players since 2014, but this year is the first that Messi has edged out Ronaldo for the top spot. His earnings come in at $111 million, due in part to a contract extension and endorsements. He's also the second highest-paid athlete in the world, behind boxer Floyd Mayweather. It's a new week, but the same story for the world's richest person, Jeff Bezos, whose wealth soared to new heights again after Amazon stock rose. Bezos now has an unfathomable $138.8 billion fortune and remains the world's only centibillionaire. This week's stock boost added $3.3 billion to that total in one fell swoop. 95% of Bezos' fortune comes from his 16% stock in Amazon, so his billions are closely tied, for better or for worse, to the performance of its stock. Now, here's a few stories you might have missed this past week. Marvel's Avengers: Infinity War passed the $2 billion mark at the global box office this week. It's only the fourth movie ever to hit that mark, and the biggest superhero movie ever, with inflation taken into account. Reaching that $2 billion figure took just 48 days. Looking for a high-paying job? It's no surprise that anesthesiologists are the top earners in America for the second year in a row. They have an average mean wage of $265,000 a year. The medical industry, in fact, dominates most of the top 10 highest-paying jobs year after year. One wouldn't expect a hearing aid company to be one with a dramatic story, but that's certainly the case with Starkey Hearing Technologies. Led by billionaire Bill Austin, the company grew to become the largest hearing aid manufacturer in the U.S. But while the CEO spends his time traveling to help the world's poor, the company has suffered through a series of managerial crises. The story is told through court cases and earnings reports, and it's absolutely worth a read. Scientists have developed a device that can pull pure, drinkable water straight from the air, an incredibly important breakthrough for an increasingly water-stressed world. The device doesn't need any energy input beyond the power of the sun and can work in the most arid environments. It's just a prototype for now, and it requires continued testing before it's commercially available. The biggest hurdles? The high cost of the metal framework and the low amount of water produced. But still, it's an incredibly exciting progress on a device that could change millions of people's lives one day. A judge approved the $85 billion merger between AT&T and Time Warner this week, ruling against the Justice Department. The merger has been 2 years in the making and has broad-reaching implications for consumers. With the merger approved, AT&T will be an entertainment giant and a threat to any competitor in the media space. It's worth noting, however, that the Department of Justice can still appeal the case. NASA's Opportunity rover is facing a major storm on Mars. Engineers suspended the rover's science operations last week after the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter detected signs of a brewing storm. That storm is massive, larger than North America, and could swallow the rover whole. The biggest threat isn't the wind, but the dust, which could block sunlight and make it extremely challenging for a solar-powered rover to survive. The risk is serious, and engineers at NASA are doing everything they can to keep the rover safe from afar. It's already had an impressive run, though. It turned what was originally a 90-day mission into nearly 15 years of exploration. Stay strong, Opportunity! The World Cup is underway, and Russian billionaires are as much a part of it as the 1.2 million eager fans who will travel to the 11 host cities during the upcoming month. Forbes found 15 Russian billionaires who are tied to the Games, often through state contracts for facilities repair or investing in ticketing systems. One example, Viktor Vekselberg, an aluminum baron with ties to Trump lawyer Michael Cohen. He was sanctioned earlier this year for his alleged role in promoting Russia's subversive agenda abroad. But his firm also spent $560 million to renovate airports in 4 World Cup host cities. Elon Musk revealed on Twitter earlier this week that 9% of Tesla's workforce will be let go as part of a restructuring. Of Tesla's more than 40,000 workers around the world, it can be estimated that these reductions would eliminate nearly 4,000 jobs. The cuts won't affect production workers, who are needed to help reach the company's goal of building 5,000 Model 3 electric sedans each week by the end of June. The job cuts are intended to help Musk meet his goal of profitability and legitimize Tesla as what he's called a real company. Musk posted screenshots of the letter sent to employees announcing the job cuts, explaining that, quote, difficult but necessary Tesla reorg underway. In response, the stock rallied 19% in the past week. Thanks for joining us. Tweet your feedback using #ForbesFlash, and we'll see you next week. Tune in every Friday morning, same time, same place.